Would you say I have a reasonable understanding of how to execute these various sex acts properly?
Yes.
How awesome is that? What you're doing is disgusting.
Listen, lady. Well. This is a slightly different setup to what we're used to normally. Thank you for indulging me, and thank you guys for being so patient. Today's been a bit of a dick around with technical issues and whatnot.
Now they can see the full table.
Yeah, exactly. Myron?
We will not be shamelessly plugging our Patreon on this one.
Well, that's fair. Because we're going to be shamelessly plugging something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is totally fine. But if you guys couldn't tell, I am in the Fresh and Fit podcast studio here in Miami because I am also in Miami. My Airbnb internet decided to die just before I was scheduled to go live with these guys. Yeah. And so I raced across town to come here and use their studio and interview them.
I was telling him, hey, man, just come here. And he was like, no, I think I can figure this out. Then he went to someone else's place. I was like, dude, just come do it here. We got a full studio here, man. Why would you?
I'm a stubborn bastard.
Yeah, I see. But no, man, I'm glad you're here. And welcome, guys, to the Sterling Cooper Show. He's taking over the studio. He's here now.
Exactly. So you guys have Walter will be Fresh Prince here will be.
Yeah, he got kidnapped or something.
He went to the bank to extract some of his giant piles of cash.
Yeah, he's going to. We just made a kilo deal happen with some cocaine.
Excellent.
So that's what's going on.
I hear the margins.
People always ask, how the hell do we pay for all this? And we sell drugs, guys. It's not YouTube.
I hear the margins are good on that.
Yeah, it's very good.
It was funny when we remember when we had Sarah J in here.
Yes,
and
we need to bring her back.
Yes, and I was like. She was like, oh, I know this building. And I was like, oh, how do you know this building? She's like,
yeah, as soon as she said that, I was just like, okay.
Yeah, there might be a few people in here. She doesn't do the thing we just talked about. She doesn't do that at all.
What thing?
The drug deal.
Yeah. No,
she doesn't do that at all.
Do that, yeah. But she makes enough money doing other stuff.
Exactly. But yeah, there are people in this building who do.
I'm sure there are.
Do kinds of things.
It's Miami, yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of scammers here.
And there's a lot of young people living in this building.
Yes.
In Panorama Tower, if you guys didn't know where we are. A lot of people who are like too young to afford living in this place.
Yeah, that definitely don't make the kind of money to live here, but that's fine. Definitely involved in some shenanigans.
Yes.
Which is the case in Miami.
Someone just told me there's a bit of an echo going on.
There's an echo? Okay, let me fix that. Oh, I think I know what it is.
Okay. Oh, the echo cancellation. That echo cancellation setting.
There we go. Now we should be. Oh yeah, because you're using a full-on studio.
Yeah. Oh no, that's on.
Yeah, should be good now.
All right. Let us know, Rage Guy, if that's a bit better. So, speaking of not being able to afford living in Panorama Tower, right?
Yes.
You guys are coming out with this new high value academy course.
Yes.
Specifically to help guys with things like that.
Yeah, man. Just making more money in general, because here's the thing, man. Let's keep it real. Like people ask all the time nowadays, oh, what's high value, man? At the end of the day, as a man, right? Like, what you bring to the table matters a lot. And unfortunately for us, we have to bring a lot more to the table than just our looks and sex. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying for men. So your social status, your money, your confidence, your ability to dress well, your ability to convey ideas in an articulate, concise manner. All of these things make you high value. You know what I'm saying? So we basically teach guys how to do this. It's a 28 module course where we go over how to dress appropriately, whether it's professionally or for a date, how to build networking skills, like getting around other high value men, how to deal with women, right? How to date, right? Networking also for the purposes of meeting women, how to start a business, right? Whether you want to form an LLC or an S Corp, how to set up your business properly so that Uncle Sam doesn't destroy you on taxes, right?
That's my favorite thing. Not getting raped on taxes.
Yes, that's a very nice thing, to actually keep more of your money so Uncle Sam doesn't destroy you. How to invest in real estate. Right now I'm in the process of closing on a house. I'm under contract right now. We just finished the inspection. and it's going to be my second rental property for the year already. And Fresh has his own rental property, right? So going to teach you guys how to, figure out what rental property to get, how to figure out cash flow, when to quit your job. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it's like everything that you need to like basically be a man. It's like a full manhood course, basically.
Yeah, because I've looked at some of the modules you guys have, and like some of the guys you brought in, like you brought in your accountant.
Yep.
Like you talk about credit score.
Yes.
Which is not a flashy thing.
It's not. It's not sexy.
It's not.
But you need it, man.
It's not a sexy thing. It's not a sexy thing, especially now we're talking about like people here in Miami who tend to fake it quite a lot. A lot of scammers, a lot of fakers.
Yep. And I talk about it too, like, guys, I don't drive around in a Lambo or anything, but I flex my 810 credit score, man. Because I'll tell you this, like, if you got a good credit score, that says a lot more about you than like having a nice car. Because a lot of these people drive around with like nice cars, Mercedes, whatever, crappy credit score and no money in the bank. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
So there's certain things you're teaching in this course which aren't necessary. Like they're not. No chick is going to look at your credit score and give a shit.
It's true.
But that credit score would allow you to get, say, an investment property,
which
gets you the cash flow to allow you to flex, like the way that a woman would find.
And
attractive.
I'll tell you this too, Sterling. I mean, personal story, because I don't like to lie.
You get all of Myron's sound effects on my stream now because we're in his studio.
So I quit my job, right? Which I'll come out and tell you guys about what I used to do and everything like that. I can't talk about it right now.
Yeah.
But I quit my job. And guys, I'll tell you this right now. Don't try to buy a property when you quit your job, because as soon as you do that, they're going to be like, oh, okay, well, you don't have a W-2 job anymore. What are you, an entrepreneur? I was like, yeah. And they're like, okay, well, we need 2 years of tax returns on your business. Damn. And I was like, well, I've only had it since 2019 in June. So I don't have 2 years of tax returns. I just have this money in my bank and whatever. And they're like, oh, well, I don't know if we could approve you. But since my credit score was high, I was able to get a loan, right, to buy my investment property. So that's the importance of having good credit, guys. Like where you otherwise would not be able to get some type of loan or whatever to leverage an asset, right, like real estate, right? When you have a good credit score, hey, man, credit score is nothing more than your ability to be trusted with money that isn't yours. So it's very important, man. I would say having a good credit score is better than having just hard cash, because if you have hard cash, but you have a crappy credit score, you still can't get assets. It's going to be very difficult unless you pay for it in cash. And then that's going to cause a whole bunch of issues. Like, hey, how'd you pay, $300,000 in cash? And then bam, IRS is on you. And it's a whole bunch of stuff. You got to fill out a bunch of CMIRs. And it's a whole.
Well, that's like kind of the catch-22 with like minimizing your tax liability.
Yep.
Is then not having like the tax returns to show that you make enough money to get a bank.
So I did both at the same time. I was minimizing my tax liability while also trying to get an investment property, and I quit my job. So there was no way that I was going to get a home loan to buy for an investment property at that, unless I had a good credit score. But how I was able to do it? I was able to do it by having a good credit score, guys. So like that's just the power of like it's worth its weight in gold, man.
Well, it's about these are things that we're not taught in the education system. Like how to pay taxes, but then how to like minimize your tax liability. And then we're not taught about credit scores. We're not taught any of the useful practical information that we need.
School teaches you one thing I've learned. Guys, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys you don't need school. Like I'm going to teach you everything. No, I'm not going to be that brazen. What I will tell you guys is that the education system in the United States especially teaches you to become a good consumer.
Yes.
That's what it teaches you.
Yes.
It doesn't teach you, financial literacy. It doesn't teach you personal finance to keep yourself from, going into crazy debt. If anything, it teaches you how to be a better consumer, how to spend money like an idiot, and how to not buy assets and buy liabilities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it does. Teaches you liabilities.
Exactly. And now you look at it, who's in the education system? Well, last I checked, it's almost 70% females. And women hold 3/4 of the debt in the United States, right? And then on top of that, student loan debt, who's it held by? Women, right? So what college has basically done now is that it's finessed a lot of girls out of their money, if we're going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Making people think that a liberal arts degree or whatever is actually worth something. But more and more people are waking up and realizing that, like, college is a scam for the most part. Now, I'm an advocate of going to school and higher education if you want to be a lawyer, a doctor, engineer. It's you need some kind of if the career path you want requires some kind of degree, then I'm with it.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna do some BS like female studies or feminism or art, or male studies, right? Let's keep it equal. Let's call on both sides, right? Male or female studies.
Is there a thing called male studies?
Probably not.
Every guy doesn't have the stupidity to sign up for a course
study for
called
themselves.
Male
study.
Why would I study myself?
Yeah. What the hell?
I know what it's like to be a guy. I'm just gonna learn engineering.
I could be toxically masculine myself. I don't need to go to college for this. So anyway, but yeah, but like if you're gonna go to school for that BS, then it's an L. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go, and here's a problem. Like I went to Northeastern University, right? When I went to school, it was around $40,000 a year. Now it's like 70,000.
It's insane.
It's wild, man. Like college is like increased in price, but the wages haven't caught up to it. It's like crazy inflation.
Well, like my chemistry degree, for those of you who don't know, I have like a
really
honors degree in chemistry.
Holy crap.
But back in Australia, that cost me probably about 20,000 Australian dollars.
Okay. So that's probably like 15,000 US.
About 15,000 US, which is nothing compared to what they have here.
Yeah.
Here it's a complete fucking scam.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
It's a huge
like
scam.
The price has gone up and the quality's gone down. It's all gone into administration costs.
And there's less jobs.
Yeah.
Not only that, but like now you're paying more money for a degree that has less power.
Yeah, you're sold the wrong bill of goods. You're sold a lie.
Exactly.
I agree with you. The only reason it's useful to have a degree like that would be like being a doctor, being a lawyer, being an engineer.
Going to a career field that requires a CPA. You know what I'm saying?
An accountant. Yeah, sure.
But if you're gonna
other than that, it's complete waste of time. I did chemistry. You need or physics.
You'll make more money doing a trade.
Yeah,
people make fun of plumbers and electricians. These guys make six figures a year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying,
dude? Back in Australia, this is something that most people don't understand. At least I don't know what it's like now. I haven't been in Australia for like 4 years, but back when I was in my mid-20s, we had we're a big mining country. A lot of the money in Australia comes from mining iron ore, mining coal, exporting it to China. Yeah, which is a bit dicey right now.
Yeah,
these days. But there were guys when I was going. I'd graduated from university with my degree. Started working as a research chemist. Right. I think I was earning about 60,000 Australian a year, right? Which is not that much.
So living in poverty in the United States.
Yeah, you would be. I would be. I really would be. Like straight out of university, right? And I knew guys who were working on the mines in the northern parts of Australia.
Yeah.
They were driving a bus. Their job was to drive guys from their accommodation to the mine site and then back again. Okay. They were earning $100,000 a year.
Really?
For driving a bus.
Meanwhile,
and I'm like sitting there like doing complex organic chemistry.
Yeah, because organic chemistry is hard, bro. Like I remember I was in college and I had a couple like roommates and they were doing they want to be pharmacists. So they had to do organic chemistry, and bro, that was hard.
They were literally crying. It actually came quite naturally to me for some reason. I likened it to being a wizard. It's like I can throw two things into this bubbling brew and I will have something I want at the end of it.
Now the only chemistry that you're doing is a semen on face.
It's consistent. It works.
Whole bunch of salt jumping on a girl's face. I love it.
CEO, do you want to jump in on this?
Oh,
he's in the background here.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing. Fresh, what are you doing?
Mixing up some fresh jambalaya.
He's probably eating some fried food. This guy Fresh has the worst diet in the world.
Mixing up his Caribbean spices.
Yeah.
Is that coconut water I see?
Coconut water and fried chicken is what he lives off of. And fried rice. Yeah, coconut water right there. He just walked in. Fresh just walked in. Man, in general, we made the course. So this is what it was really. So we had DMs on demand, right? And we were teaching guys how to get girls on Instagram, everything like that. And we always say that women thirst trap with their bodies, men thirst trap with their lifestyle. But what we noticed was a lot of guys joining in the course, but like they wanted to create this Instagram, but their lifestyle wasn't congruent to what we were trying to teach them, right? And obviously we could teach them like things to do and how to take good pictures, everything. But if a girl meets you and you're a fucking bum, like it's not gonna work. Like
it's not congruent.
Yeah, it's not congruent. You know what I'm saying? And like, and we're like, okay, well, there's definitely a need in the market to like teach guys how to like get their life together. Because I'm just gonna keep it real, man. Me and Fresh, we date a lot of girls here in Miami that are younger than us in their 20s, whatever it is. And their number one complaint is, I'm tired of dating broke guys. Like I'm tired of dating like guys that don't have money or they're broke. And it's not because like they're you could say they're gold digging or whatever. But at the end of the day, an unfortunate reality that guys got to understand is you are evaluated on how much money you make. It's just a constant metric that men are measured on. This is what it is to be a man. How much money you make matters. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that tells you something else, like, no, it's okay. It's all personality. You know what I'm saying? We all know what that means.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And I'm not telling you guys make money to impress girls. You make money so you don't tolerate BS that comes from dealing with girls. That's why I tell guys to become high value. So
you can live the life you want.
Exactly.
You're not beholden to other people.
Exactly. Like this apartment, right, that we have here. Like I've told plenty of guys, like when I bring a girl to my place and she disrespects me, I kick her out. And why do I do that? I kick her out because I have the confidence to know, like, I'm a high value guy. I'm not going to tolerate this BS, and I'm just going to find another girl. And you've got options. Money and that financial leverage is very important, so you have confidence. Now, am I going to say, oh, you need money to be confident? No, but let's keep it real. A man's confidence is derived from his competence, his accomplishments, and that is where the confidence comes from, man. So your earning potential definitely plays into that. Obviously, working out in the gym and everything else, which we also teach you guys about fitness, how to get in shape.
I was going to ask about that. So you have a whole section there about fitness and getting in shape, and you talk about like calorie counting and things.
Yes, exactly. And we're going to have 2 Zoom calls on that, one on fat loss and one on building muscle. And for the guys that have seen my fitness seminars in the past, I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to teach you guys how to actually set up your workout plan for success, and also how to set up your calories for success. So, but yeah, man, it's everything in one package: money, getting in shape, and starting a business, confidence, learning how to dress, and dealing with girls, learning game is everything in one shot.
I'm curious.
And how to bang girls. Sterling's actually going to do a whole Zoom call.
Oh yeah, that's
on
right.
How to bang girls.
I'm like, I'm in town in time to do that.
Yeah.
It goes live on
Monday, February 22nd
is when it goes live.
Yeah, that's when we do our first Zoom call.
So you got from now until Friday to buy it, right?
Yeah, Friday of this week.
Friday this week's when it closes.
18th.
Use the description in the link below.
Yes, support Stirling, guys.
Supports me and my channel. It's my little.
So he can get his internet going.
Affiliate. Yeah, so I can afford to put the internet back on.
So he doesn't have to come to our studio and hijack us anymore.
Hello. Good to see you, man. He's still chewing. He's still swallowing.
I knew. Of course, it's fried food. Oh, I got your mic muted. You got to unmute yourself.
Turn his mic on.
Yeah, because we weren't sure if you were going to make it in time. So
you got
number 2.
Boop.
There you go. I think you're unmuted now.
I wanted to ask you something. Well, yeah. Let's see.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Excellent.
Yeah, we got you.
Perfect, sir. Perfect, sir.
Man.
Because one of the most, from a guy who sees you guys, I've seen you guys like been growing over the last year, right?
Steroids.
It's like steroids, right?
Put needles in my butt.
And one of the things that you guys do really well is you network extremely well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you're very good at it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you hustle at it too. And I think that alone.
What you don't know is I put guns to their head and say you got to come on the show.
Fair enough.
That's what
he holds their family hostage.
Yeah,
and,
pretty much.
Know.
I kill you.
But that alone, that information alone, that learning like the skill set of properly networking alone is worth the value in this course.
I'll tell you what, Sterling, you can't learn that in school.
Yeah, you can't.
And the thing is, no one's gonna teach you that.
Yes.
So you only learn by practice and actually putting effort. That's why, bro, I wake up every morning networking. Go to sleep networking, because I know after a while what's gonna happen. You start at 0.0, right? No one knows who you are. You start networking, start build up like a community of guys that you know. From that community, you reach one level, all right, and that's where you're at. But guess what? If you're constantly working on yourself, what's gonna happen is you're gonna plateau at some point. But then you're gonna meet somebody else on another level. So it's kind of like a set of stairs, right? You start at the first step, and you build up on that step, and you keep going up to the very top. And what's gonna happen is every time you raise that bar, your potential goes up as well, because the people around you have a higher ceiling than you do. So, for example, let's say you make 6 figures a year, right? There's someone making 7 figures a year, but guess what? You don't know them yet. So what happens is you go out, you do your thing, you network. Hey, you meet a guy that's doing his business maybe in like mining or like gas or like oil. You start networking with him, and before you know it, damn, I didn't know I could do this as well. And then boom, you invest in there. So basically, your network is your net worth. And once you learn that, bro, it's way easier to like make it to the top.
It shows you what's possible, because a lot of people don't live in that kind of a reality.
Yeah,
they live in a like 9 to 5, work a regular job, work a regular career reality. Like come home, chill on the couch, watch Netflix, eat fried food. That's the reality, right?
Yep.
But when you're surrounding yourself with guys who are like, they've got hundreds of thousands, millions of followers on Instagram, whatever it is, or they've got like making $1 million with investment property, or they've got like fast cars and the kind of lifestyle you want, whatever it is, when you're surrounding yourself with men like that, you start to see, like, one, what is possible, two, that it's not actually that hard to achieve that kind of level of success. It just takes consistent effort over time.
And you want to hear a joke too? So Q Bangs, right? One of the guys we had on the show, he buys cars with Bitcoin only, which is crazy to me. I didn't know you could do that. So just being around me, I learned that as well. And then secondly, I was with Ja Rule, Noriega, and Styles P, Fat Joe yesterday at an event, right? And what I learned from them, they grew their podcast by networking with rappers. So just like you learn certain things with just hanging out with high-low people that you wouldn't learn by yourself. Yeah, so that's pretty dope, man.
Yeah. It's are you familiar with this concept of the Dream 100?
No.
Have you heard of this concept before? No. So this is like an idea in the book Traffic Secrets.
Okay.
Which is written by the guys who created ClickFunnels.
Okay.
And they talk about like he talked about like sort of how he grew.
My friend Brandon mentioned that book to me.
Right.
Russell Brunson?
Really good. I don't know. I can't remember the guy's name, to be honest.
Okay.
I can't remember the guy who.
He owns ClickFunnels.
Well, that's the guy who wrote it then.
Okay.
He's like the because there's like multiple guys who created ClickFunnels, but he's like the marketing
guy.
Yeah, not the technical guy.
The white guy.
The white guy. There you go. I mean, I don't know what color the other guys are, but I know he's a white guy.
The white guy.
Gotcha.
But this idea of like the Dream 100, right? So in a particular niche, whatever you're trying to sort of succeed in, he creates this idea of, and this is how he grew ClickFunnels, this is how other people sort of grown podcasts, and like this, the example you just gave of networking with rappers kind of reminded me of this idea. It's like, here's your ideal customer avatar, whatever, say for your business. What are the top 100 podcasts they listen to? What are the top 100 email lists they're on? What are the top 100 magazines they're likely to read? What are the top 100 internet forums or websites they're likely to go to? And you start creating this giant hit list, basically, of people you're going to try and either network with through earning your way there, i.e. like actually networking, the kind of stuff you guys do is in getting in their social circle, or they're the kind of people you're going to buy your way into through, say, some kind of sponsorship deal, a paid shout out, whatever it might be. And then you just have people sort of think like, oh, if I want to start a YouTube channel or I want to grow an email list or anything like this, it's like I'm starting from scratch and I've just got to grind and build my own audience organically. That's actually not the truth. You kind of, your audience is already out there somewhere. Yeah. And it's very often in adjacent circles.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. So like you just said, like weed and rap are two big adjacent circles.
Yes.
Right. That overlap a lot. Yep. So there's a lot of like value that both of these sort of two niches can add to each other.
That's what they did. They brought weed and rappers and culture, and it's called Smoke Champs. Like in New York, it's called Drink Champs because all they do is drink, talk about rap and stuff like that.
Right.
But in Miami, it's Smoke Champs now.
There you go. See, same exact thing. And like with me, it's like, okay, I chat to guys who teach dating.
Yep.
Because that audience is adjacent to like those guys who are interested in dating tend to be interested in what I'm teaching, which is how to be better in bed.
Yep.
Like, so it's a very adjacent thing. I don't necessarily have to grow my audience from scratch. Again.
Yep.
And I think, I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised you haven't read that book because you guys are doing it textbook.
Yeah, I mean, one of the benefits we have is that we're in Miami, Florida. So that's offered us a lot of opportunity to meet people, and then also we offer a lot of value to guys. Like we've done it where we've just we've helped guys out with some of their personal things and they want to work with us, or we've paid or whatever it is. But the thing is around a lot of like high value guys, they'll put a paywall up too. Yeah. And I think an uncomfortable reality we got to tell guys is sometimes the network with high value people, they put a paywall up and you're going to have to pay sometimes to whether it's to get into a mastermind or whatever. So like, I'll give you guys a personal example. Like I learned how to run a fitness business through my mentor, Brandon Carter. Right. Yep. But by getting in with Brandon Carter, right. And I paid for his coaching, I was able to meet other people. Right. And I was able to network and grow from there. And if I had never met Brandon, it wouldn't have started the snowball effect of me being able to get into this space of social media and everything like that. And he put me in touch with other people. Right. So it's very important sometimes to realize that some people you won't be able to touch them unless you pay. And they do that on purpose because they don't want to deal with anyone. You know what I'm saying? And some of them put a high paywall because let's keep it real. If you put a low ticket item out there or whatever, what's going to happen? You're going to get a bunch of broke boys that buy your product and they're going to complain anyway and say, oh, this doesn't work, or they're going to cry. Yeah. So a lot of times when you have a high ticket item and then you have a high ticket coaching, the people that come to you are serious. And I always say people don't pay attention until they pay money. 9 out of 10 times.
No, they don't. Yeah.
So, so that's one way. But we've done it all different ways, networking with people here in Miami. But we're honored to say most of the people we've collabed with, they don't really charge us because they just like what we're doing. They enjoy our content. We're coming from a different sphere, and then we get a lot of people that that pay us homage. Like they just we won't say their names because obviously the type of content we talk about, guys, on this channel, and you too, Sterling, is very controversial, right? It's politically incorrect.
It shouldn't be controversial.
It shouldn't be, but if God forbid you say anything where you talk about biological truths between men and women, or you hold women accountable for their actions, you're instantly labeled misogynist, right? So we get a lot of support though from people saying, "Yo, keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate it," but they can't support us openly because of obvious reasons, right? But yeah, man. I mean, I think being in Miami also helps a lot. Being because everyone wants to come here. Every celeb has like a second or third house here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, yeah.
So there's always someone to network with here.
Yeah.
There's always some way to level up, and there's always someone here, no matter what the industry is. Really.
And another tip, I'll give one more freebie to the guys out here for like the networking, how we've been able to like kind of do it. We invested a lot of money into it. Obviously, if you guys see the studio, this is well over $50,000-$60,000 worth of equipment. And the thing is that when people see that you take yourself seriously, then they take you seriously.
Yeah, that's a big one there.
So, if we were running around, I'll be honest, like if we were running around with Blue Yeti microphones and some POS setup, and oh, you want to come on the show, and then look at it and like, what the hell? Like, you guys don't take yourself seriously. Why are we going to take you seriously? Yeah. Then it is what it is. But like, I did like before we even moved into the studio, I spent months of researching, like figuring out what microphones to get, boom arms, wiring. As with you running these types of mics, Shure SM7Bs, they require a lot of work, mixers, all that stuff. So a lot of work and research went into this prior to even setting it up. But then I had like a vision, and I'm really proud to say that we were able to make that vision happen. But people didn't start taking us seriously until we started the studio and moved in here, and that's when our YouTube channel started blowing up because they're like, wow, these guys are investing serious time and money into this. We're gonna invest too because these guys are taking it serious, so we're gonna take them serious too.
And by the way, shout out to Jason Daxel just signed up.
I just saw it.
Oh, welcome, Jason.
Boom, there you go.
Welcome, man. Welcome, man. This is probably the best investment you made for 2021, my friend.
Well, that's the thing, man. Like when here's something about like, I like what you mentioned before, where the guys who don't pay, like they don't put the work in.
Yeah.
So they don't see the results. And it's such a, what's the word I'm looking for? Counterintuitive thing. Yeah. But the same amount, like coming from like a guy who sells information products, sells information, right? The same amount of customer service goes into selling my like $97 ebook as goes into selling my $799 video course. The exact same amount of customer service because I get the same, like the questions come in at the same amount. Right? So I'm spending the same amount of time, and I do reply to anyone who buys my shit. I reply to the email. If they have a personal question, I'm happy to reply to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's the same time, and it's a big thing that most people don't realize when they're starting their own businesses. Be whatever it is, like a service, a product, a supplement, whatever the hell it is. Yeah. The other thing is that you give something for free, people don't appreciate it at all.
Hell no.
I had a really good example of this guy who tried. I don't do one-on-one coaching calls because these days my time is really valuable. I'm kind of spread a bit too far.
We're about to stop doing that too, bro.
And that's why I don't do like the kind of Zoom call things that you talk about. And I'm helping these guys out on theirs. I'm going to be doing at least one session with them while I'm still in Miami. It's because they're my bros. I want to help them out.
I appreciate it.
But it's I had a guy contact me asking if I do coaching calls, right? And for me, like setting aside like at least an hour of my time for someone it costs me money because there's a lot of things because I'm the kind of guy who works in like a flow, right? It takes me a while to get running, but once I'm rolling, I do a shitload of work, but over like a 4-hour period of time, right? That's kind of how I get into a flow. I'm not the kind of guy who can sit down and focus immediately, like laser-like into one thing. I know people like that, and I sense that you're probably like that because you said you're one of these guys who like you act immediately.
Yeah,
like you get shit done. Your strength is speed of implementation.
Yeah, yeah. One of the biggest things I do is I if I know something needs to be done, I'll give you an example. Me and John, pandemic pickup back in May, we're on a phone call. We're talking about, hey man, yo, it would be great if we could help guys get in shape and like also get their online dating sorted. And then we're like, whoa. I'd be like, that's a great idea. Pandemic pickup. Okay. Yo, Myron, if you're going to do this, you're going to need a computer. Because at the time I was doing everything on my iPad.
Gotcha.
I was like, all right, I'm in it. Bought a MacBook Pro right there and then, spent $1,600, right? And I right there with him on the FaceTime call with me. And then we bought the domain, did everything right there and then. I scheduled the thing with my videographer the next day. The thing I've noticed is that money loves speed, and then taking action always rewards you. Like when you I don't know, how do I feel about this? I don't know, maybe I'm gonna split, like the biggest reason why people stay fat or they don't get anything done. I've noticed this among fat people, because as you guys know, I'm a fitness coach too. The two biggest things that keep you fat, I'll tell you right now: procrastination, right? And then excuses, right?
Yep.
I always say procrastination is a lube and excuses is the insertion. And when you add the two together, you fuck yourself every single time, bro. And failures, losers, and fat people have those two things in common: making excuses and procrastination. Oh, tomorrow. Yeah. Fuck that shit. That is why you're miserable. That's why you're broke. That's why you're not where you want to be, because you don't take action, man.
I think there's a lot of analysis by analysis paralysis.
Yeah. Like you just got to go all in. So like when me and John said we're going to do this, I bought the MacBook right there, $1,600. I just pulled my credit card out. I didn't think about it. I was like, we got to do this. We got to do it. And from there, it just like, because here's the thing. When you put yourself in a position where it's like, okay, I invested a fuck ton of money. Now you can't fail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like now, and here's the thing. Let's keep it real. A lot of people don't act because they're scared to have that burden of performance on them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
A lot of the time when people like do well on exams and everything like that, when did they do most of their studying? The night before, right? Right? Like it's like, oh, I got to perform. And they study the night before. So it's the same thing when you put a serious amount of money down. When I put $5,000 to work with Brandon Carter, I was like, oh, well, there's no choice now. I got to recoup this money and I got to win.
Yeah.
And then bam, I started taking it serious. It's
a way to get emotional leverage on yourself to actually take action.
Exactly.
It creates stakes
exactly.
of some degree, because people need stakes. People need accountability. People need stakes.
Yep.
And I'm trying it back to the example I was going to give. I had a guy contact me about like doing coaching calls.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And I was like, look, I don't have time for a coaching call, but look, tell me ask my questions in email, and when I have some time, I'll be able to answer you.
Yeah.
And so he wrote out the world's vaguest fucking email imaginable, like oh, what do I want to work a job where I'm around women. Like, what should I do? I'm like, well, fuck me, Jesus Christ. So I'm like, I actually took the time and I gave him like a pretty detailed response. Like, look, here's some ideas, bang, bang, but it was all stuff the guy could have Googled very easily. And then he replied back to that email with like, oh man, yeah, this is good advice, but it's not the advice for me. Like, can I schedule a coaching call? So I'm like, no. Look, if you're not going to, I've given you a bunch of free fucking advice that you could have Googled yourself, and you're not going to even it was a ton of really good stuff. You're not even going to take action on that before immediately replying back to me and asking for more. You are not worth my time.
Exactly.
And I know you're not going to do shit.
Yep.
I can tell. I've seen this pattern enough times in my life to know that you're not going to take action.
Yep.
But the guy who's like, this is a problem in my life. I'm going to put down some money and learn from somebody who knows more than I do on this shit, is the guy who is actually going to get results.
Yeah.
Because you've done it. I've done it. I'm sure. I know you've done it as well. So, like you've invested money into learning from somebody else.
Yeah.
You've learned something and you've gone out and applied it. Now you're an expert at it. Right. But it takes that leverage. It takes that commitment to go and do it.
And I'll say one thing as well, too. Sometimes you may not have all the money right now, but what you do have is the value that you bring. So, for example, I have a friend, right, I met recently, and he's not like the wealthiest guy. He's not like super like in tune with money, whatever, but he's good at doing art, right? So what he did was he said, yo, here's a painting I did of you on your dog fresh. Let me get this to you, right? I was like, dude, this is pretty dope. So I met up with him. It was me, John, and Myron. And
John from Out of Life Danny. Shout out to John.
Yeah. And bro, just him doing that started a friendship where now he's my trainer.
Nice.
So it's like, bro, just adding value in that way, boom, just like that.
Yeah. So
you may not always have money. You should pay, because once you pay, you're gonna be more in debt to like do the task. But if you don't have money right away, add value, and that can be another way too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we got 118 watching right now. It's crazy.
I like this.
Hey guys, like the video, man.
Yeah.
Because content like this always gets suppressed by the YouTube algorithm. So give Sterling Cooper a like, guys.
And there's no one on the decks behind the camera.
Yeah. Chris isn't here. It's
to
just
comment
us.
in the chat. It's just
just
us guys. I'm not going to run around the fucking.
Unless we need to. If someone super chats, I'll make sure I go back there. And do it,
But if you want to get if you want to get I'm not over there, so I can't drop it in the chat. If you want, if you want to go sign up,
have it saved?
the sign up for the link is in the description down below.
Yeah, guys.
That's where you can find it.
Yeah, sign up there and use Sterling's link, guys, please.
I'll post it.
So yeah, he's fresh in the chat.
Composer.
But yeah, guys, what I've learned is that most of men's failures, man, stem from an inability to act. Whether you can't get laid, you're not making money. Let's keep it real. What happens when guys see a hot girl? Oh God, what do I do?
They freeze up.
You know what I'm saying? They freeze up and they don't take action. And pulling girls and getting good women has a lot to do with also making money. Like not say, oh, how do I feel about this? Do I want to go approach her? Am I scared? Blah blah blah. It's like, nah, man, taking risks. I think the SAS had a famous quote: "Who dares wins."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So if you want to win, you got to take risk, man. And anytime you live a conservative life, you're gonna get a conservative life back. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta take risks to win. So
you're gonna get conservative results.
Exactly, conservative results. Exactly. So. If you want the sex life that let's keep it real. Most guys, what do they want to do? They want to be able to go on multiple dates per week, have sex with multiple different types of girls. They want to get that variety. But let's keep it real. Most guys don't have the ability to do it. They don't have the confidence. Maybe they don't have the financial backing to be able to do it. Whatever it is, we're teaching you guys to become high value so that you can do it if you choose. I'm not telling you guys to make money for girls. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you guys right now, to make the most money, you're going to have to give girls up for a bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll tell you guys, anytime I'm making the most money, I'm probably sleeping with the least amount of girls, and I'm like not going out on as many dates, right? But the thing is that you want to be able to have that skill, right? Where if you want to go out on dates, you want to, stack your week pipeline with dates and everything, you can do it.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is that when you're high value, I'm telling you guys, having money in the bank and having a nice place and having nice things to your name, it gives you a certain swagger and confidence that can't be replicated. And women know it and they can feel it, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys ask questions like, I got a question, every Sunday I like to do an Ask Me Anything, right? And where I answer questions. And one of the guys asked, hey, a girl drove 2.5 hours to see me, but she wouldn't bang me. She only gave me a blowjob. So I know off rip, just from him telling me that he probably displayed some kind of low value behavior that turned her off. And she no longer wanted to have sex with him, despite the fact that she made a 2.5 hour investment to go see him.
Yeah, that's actually.
So, but the thing is that a lot of guys don't understand that there's certain things that you display when you speak to women, when you hang out with them. The things that you don't say speak the highest volume. And what I mean by that is your body language, the way you convey yourself, everything like that. But women are super hypersensitive to this. And the reason why is because they're the weaker gender physically. So they need to be able to tell, like, yo, is this guy crazy? What's going on? They need to be able to be like, you know what I'm saying? They need to be able to know. So the thing is that when you're high value and you have that confidence, you're going to move a certain way that she's going to be able to smell it on you like, yo, this guy's smashing other chicks. Yo, this guy has confidence. Yo, this guy literally doesn't give a shit what I do. If I disrespect him, he's probably going to kick me to the curb. And whether women want to admit it or not, they are turned on by the fact that you are willing to kick them to the curb at any time if they disrespect you or whatever. Women only get in line when they know you have other women in line. We're teaching you guys how to become that guy. What you want to do with it after is up to you, but we're going to teach you guys how to get those fucking Pokemon badges. Because I tell you guys all the time, women are like Pokemon, right? The more badges you have, the more they're going to respect you. If you only got, the pewter gym badge, you just beat Brock, right? Kill Geodude, right, with your Squirtle, and then you go to the next gym, right? And you can't even beat Misty and get the second badge. Then what? No chick is going to want to listen to you, bro. And then you tell, you get a Charizard, right? You level him up to like level 36, and you tell him, hey, flamethrower. He ain't gonna do it. He's like, yo, I ain't doing this. Like, bro, you a bum. Like, I'm not listening to you. That's exactly how women operate, guys.
This is the nerdiest analogy I have ever heard.
Thank you
use.
so much.
Hold on, let me add to that as well. Let's say, for example, right, you're doing well for yourself, so you think, and then Team Rocket comes along. You remember Team Rocket, Jesse and the girl?
No, I do not.
Okay, never mind. Anyhow, so the pair with the meow, the criminals, right?
I'm not a nerd like you.
Okay.
They're gonna be the guy.
They didn't have Pokemon in Australia, guys.
Yeah. They're gonna be the guy, right? The alpha male, high value guy is gonna come take your Pokemon, which is your girl, right? Without even knowing it. So, guys, you gotta make sure that you're high value yourself, so you have the best chance to either hold on to what you want or get what you want. Because if you're not high value, guess what? Come take it from me at any point in time.
Guys, girls, like the way women, and I think the biggest mistake guys make is thinking that women are like us. And what I mean by that is that women are inherently solipsistic. And what I mean by that is like their main concern is protecting themselves, right? Like, men are taught do what's right. Women are taught do what's right for you. So the only way a woman is going to want to take you seriously romantically, go on a date with you, whatever, she's got to feel like you're superior to her. Like, despite what's, the public, the politically correct want to say, like, oh no, it's an equal partnership. Oh no, I want a guy on my level, blah, blah, blah. No. That's all lie. It's all cap. Girls want a guy that's superior to them. On average, women want a guy that makes about 58% more money than they do. Mm-hmm. They want a guy that's taller than them. They want a guy that's more muscular than them. They want a guy that is a catch. Women always want to feel like they're getting the best deal. Mm-hmm. So the only way you're going to get girls to follow your lead is you're going to have to become high value and become that Pokemon trainer with all 8 badges. You know what I'm saying? So that when you go and you face Mewtwo, aka the dime, the 10 out of 10, the 9 out of 10, whatever it is, you throw that fucking Master Ball at her, boom, it's a catch because you have been hardened. You've beaten the Elite Four like 20 times. That's what you guys want to be, man. You got to be the elite Pokemon trainer. That way, when you deal with girls, they're going to respect you every single time.
We've got a super chat here from St. Jim, $5. Thank you very much, Jim. I love you guys. Fresh has epic Instagram. Thank you, Sterling, for all the info and research. It is helping my life. Myron is truth, hitting the gym later. Thank you very much.
Great, man.
Jim.
Great. Yeah, man. You guys got to get in shape too, bro. Can't be fat with your stomach hanging over and trying to get girls, man. Being fat is unacceptable in 2021.
And thanks for jumping on the decks there.
No problem, man. Yeah.
Go on. I was gonna, because you guys have got things to do. I was gonna wrap it up with a question for both of you guys. Like, because in this course you talk about finances, you talk about chicks, and you talk about
fitness.
Let's talk about. I'm gonna ask you about finances, networking, and fitness because we talk about girls all the time.
Yeah, we do talk about girls.
What do you think? What do you think is the biggest mistake that young men make in those 3 areas? In terms of getting their finances on point, in terms of networking correctly, and in terms of fitness. What do you think are the 3 biggest, most common mistakes that you see guys making in those 3 areas?
Honestly, man, to cover all 3. Is not having a mentor or having someone that's taken that path already. So a lot of guys, they try to do it themselves and it wastes a lot of time when they're young. So you could be in your 20s, going to school and stuff like that. But if a guy is like past 30 or 40s and he's done everything that you're about to do, and he tells you, hey man, don't go this way, go that way. Your life is going to be so much easier because guess what? You don't have to make the same mistakes that he did, right? So for example, girls, what happens all the time? You get one-itis, you meet a girl, you fall in love, you get married, you have kids. Before you know it, honey, I'm not happy anymore. She's telling you to divorce you. Boom. That's gotcha, bitch. One path, if you were RP aware, if you kind of like knew how to work it, and if you were high value enough, you probably wouldn't fall for that. So that's one thing. When it comes to like finances, for example, happened to me as well, is investing too early before you have money to invest. Because think about it. Our generation now is, you know what? I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to invest. But guess what? You need money to invest. And if you don't manage money correctly, then you're not going to have enough resources if something goes wrong. You get me? For example, Dave Ramsey, he talked about in his channel as well. He bought a lot of property when he was young, right? Because he thought that was what he was supposed to do. However, what happened was if things go wrong, then you're screwed because you don't have anything to fall back on.
Yeah.
So that's finance.
No, like reserve kitty.
Exactly. And in networking, for example, people will try to network with you. They say, give me your course or give me this for free. That's the wrong way to network. That turns people off.
Do people really say that to you?
Yeah, it's like, yo, bro, like, you make a lot of money or you cool, whatever. You could give me this for free. No, bro. That's not how it works. So if you can learn how to network, right? Guess what? You can go from the regular guy in school to one of the top most wanted guys in school. Because, for example, if you hang on with like the top percent of people in your niche or expertise, you become seen on that level as well. So you may not have all the money, but the fact that you're hanging around them, you're going to learn things, 1. And then 2, the perception of you is that you're on that same level. And then guess what? Doors open up. Like, for example, bro, I'm a small kid from Barbados, bro. No one knows where that is, right?
Yeah.
How do you get this far?
Somewhere in Africa.
Exactly. I'm Nigerian. Yeah, I'm actually Nigerian, right? But the point here is that, like, for example, how does a small kid come here 5 years ago, don't know anybody, don't know anything, got to this point? It's a perception that I've created around myself and the steps I've taken to get to this point. So if you can network and you know what you're doing, you can far exceed your original path and go a way better route to get what you want, which means the girls, the lifestyle, and most of all, the foundation of finances, so you can do whatever you want to do.
I've done the exact same thing, like getting like a small country town boy from like rural Western Australia in a place that you've definitely never heard of.
No, definitely not.
And it's like, well, how the hell did I get here? From to LA and then to now to Miami and working in the porn industry. Same thing, same principles of the exact same. I guarantee the exact same networking principles that you have applied.
Exactly. And guess what? This course, you're like, oh, it's a lot of money. No, it's not. Guys, for you to learn all this stuff we're about to teach you, it's priceless. Dude, just one consult with the CPA that we use, the accountant, is way more than the course. You're getting him, you're getting our
It's like
real
$1,000.
You're getting Sterling Cooper,
Yeah.
You're getting stock trading advice, investing
From James Bradley, a multimillionaire.
fitness. Like, dude, this is a no-brainer. If I was young at this point and I had a chance to get this course, I'll get it right away because it's a jump start to me on the right path. And secondly, I'm not gonna make those same mistakes that other people would have made.
28 modules, 10 Zoom calls, whereas like if you do 1 hour with Mirror Fresh, it's 200 each. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
200 an hour. Like you could do 697 and get 10, way more value than that.
You're practically making money.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If you do the math, and for me, we got a super chat. Yeah, so we'll read the super chat real quick.
Yeah.
We got 2. Okay, let's catch these super chats.
Danny, it was Danny, wasn't it? Hey, Danny, good to see you again, mate. Danny Arnold with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Lols. Myron's beige dude voice for the win. Here's a little something for the cookie jar, Stirling. Thank you very much, sir. Always good to see you, Danny.
Thank you so much, Danny, for the support. And then we had one here.
Warrior, son of Wanderer, the 20 Canadian dollars. Thank you, sir. Robert Green says in the 48 Laws of Power, it is also often wise to pay the full price. There is no cutting corners with excellence.
Hey, and I don't know who this Yilmaz Dogan person is.
Yilmaz is one of my friends.
That's when is that a female?
No, he's a dude.
Is it dude? Hey,
dude.
Yilmaz, this is what I got to say about you, bro.
Go suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick. Suck a dick, suck a huge or small.
I don't know why he's talking smack in the chat. I don't know this guy. Like, anyway, is he in Miami?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not Miami guy.
Okay.
No. You guys will never run
Yeah,
into
he
each
said,
other.
y'all do payment plans. Nah, bro. We do not do payment plans. Just $697 is not that much, man. Just use a credit card, which I teach you guys how to increase your credit in the course. But just to double down what Fresh was saying, yeah, man, having a mentor is key, man, because the thing is this, you can figure things out on your own. I always say, like, whether it's trying to lose weight, build muscle, make money, start a business, whatever. It's like driving to somewhere you've never been before, right? It's like driving somewhere you've never been without a GPS. You could drive somewhere, like let's say I wanted to go to Tennessee right now. Okay, I could get on 95 North and kind of figure my way there. But if I had a GPS, what's going to happen? I'm going to save more time, less wear and tear on my car, less headache, safer, right? Because I'm getting there in a direct route. So it comes down to what you guys want to do. Do you want to save time? I look at it like this, man. One thing I've learned about successful people is successful people spend money to save time, whereas poor people spend time to save money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like this. This is a GPS success, and you could drive there on your own, but you're going to put a lot of wear and tear on the car and frustration. Do you want to deal with that?
And then one thing I want to add to, Myron has made the right choices for all his life. Like, guys don't know this, but like, yo, if you really find out who Myron Gaines is,
Yeah, you look at it. Yeah.
he literally has sacrificed so much to get where he's at that he can't help but say, you know what? I'm not gonna tolerate this type of behavior from no females because he's worked on himself. And you can't fake that. That confidence and abundance mindset, you have to earn it. So this course can help you get that.
You can see it in the way that Martin interacts with people. It's like very.
And you guys will see.
He doesn't tolerate fools.
Nah, he shouldn't.
I'm gonna, and a lot of people ask me this all the time, like, Myron, why the hell are you the way that you are? What is this, your background? I will come out and tell you guys, I got to handle some stuff with a lawyer. But I'll tell you guys about my background and everything like that, and like why I am the way that I am and where this came from.
There's a good question there from John Tran.
Yeah, how does High Value Academy compare to DMs of the Man? So this is like a
Good
next
question.
step in the evolution. So we came up with a course called DMs on Demand where we cover how to use Instagram to network, get hotter girls, and how to get girls from anywhere in the world, right? So that's one thing in itself. To master dating for yourself is incredible. Once you master dating, you can literally like exit out of your life and focus on money and progressing. However, here's the problem. When you want to focus on dating, you're stuck because guess what? You go smash a chick that's a baddie. What does that do for you? Nothing. You busting up, but that's pretty much it. So the next stage of evolution is, for example, how do you become that guy that has money, is in shape, and also as well is good with other people? Once you become that guy and you add dating stuff with DMs on Demand, you become almost.
And that's what I was telling them when you weren't here. I was saying like DMs on Demand. Basically, we teach you to actually be that dude on the IG.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We could teach you guys how to create an attractive profile and how to DHV and all that other stuff, but you need to be congruent to that lifestyle that you purport on the internet. Because if you get a girl to come over, right, or to hang out with you on a first date, and she sees that you're a dud, or worse yet, you're broke, bro, that's going to cause a lot of issues for you. And she's going to be like, oh, this dude's a fraud. And she's going to lose attraction for you even harder, because it's one thing for you to increase interest, but for her to have high interest and come and see that you're not congruent, it's going to, guys, girls lose attraction very fast when they see that you're a liar or you're a charlatan.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. When you haven't got that congruency.
Yeah.
We're going to re-release Deals on Demand in March.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that as well.
Yep.
Nice. Well, you guys have got places to be and things to do. So that's why I wanted to wrap up with those three questions.
Please,
I think they're pretty nice.
Mentorship.
Yeah, exactly. But for you guys who are interested in the course, check it out in the link in the description down below here on YouTube. If you're actually watching on another platform like Twitch or a Periscope, then jump on the YouTube stream as well. Just look for my channel on YouTube.
And Fresh will throw the Sterling's link in the chat as well, guys, if you want to get in on there.
You're not an
Sterling.
admin on my channel, so that's probably why the link wasn't working
Yeah.
before.
I had to put it from over there.
Check it
okay.
By the way, someone says women don't care about money. Listen, bro, right? Listen, man. I'll tell you this right now. They don't. But what they do care about is the lifestyle.
Bam.
So if you don't have the money, you can't provide the lifestyle. And as a result, you're not going to get those high 9s and 10s that you want.
Yeah.
And I have a suspicion Jay Query here is from, I think he was mentioning Tate in the chat before. I'm pretty sure Jay Query is one of Tate's guys. And like Tate will say this to you as well, Jay Query, that it's not about like the money per se. It's about just what Prince just said.
Lifestyle,
It's about the lifestyle that the money can create, because it's all about the fun, happy emotions that you can create from that lifestyle. Because like having money and having a lifestyle based like because of money is not boring.
Yes.
And like being that guy who's like fronts and is flashy but can't back it up is boring.
Yeah.
Because when she meets you, it's Dullsville.
Yeah. The thing that guys got to understand is that women understand that money is a necessary evil to get to fun. Yeah. Girls just want to have fun, and money is a barrier to the fun. So if the money problem is solved, then fun is unlimited. Like women don't look at money the same way we do, guys. We look at money from a hierarchy standpoint. Oh, I made $1,000 today. If I do that every day, I can make $30,000 a month. A girl makes $1,000. Oh my God, rent is paid. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like women just they don't have a burner performance to create like we do and make money, guys. So they don't look at it the same way. They look at it as a means to an end.
Let me say this as well.
Yeah.
Like back when we didn't have like this lifestyle, right? We were getting hot chicks, but guess how many? Not that many.
Yeah.
When you have a lifestyle that they want to be a part of, you know what? Go look at our Instagram.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince CEO for me, Unplugged Fitness, right? So Unplugged Fit. What do you see? Hot girls almost every single day.
CVS.
Why is that? We are the CVS for driver's seats.
We're the CVS.
But once again,
There's a hot girl in the
guys,
studio right now.
yeah,
Like what the
yeah. Once again, certainly sorry. But once again, right? It's all about you living your best life. And an example, what you can do is attract them to you without having to putting all that effort you had to put in before, which is powerful because guess what?
Yeah.
They can focus on yourself and be what you want to be.
Yeah. And real talk, guys, one last thing I want to say. Yo, you want to get the baddest chicks, 9s and 10s? You got to be high value. Yo, you ain't going to, bro, these
They're not
girls
in the
that are
malls.
attractive as hell.
They're not in the mall.
They're not walking around the mall. They're not walking around like normal. They're at parties.
And shout out to Andrew because
And
Andrew
Tate.
Tate and Tristan, because they talked about it too, and I agree with them 1,000%.
Yeah.
The baddest chicks are getting hit up by the highest value men.
They're at exclusive parties.
Celebrities,
on
they're
boats.
exclusive parties, they're on boats, all this stuff. Like, guys, you don't understand that the most attractive girls live a certain lifestyle and they're used to a certain caliber of man.
Yep.
So if you want to get the most attractive women, you're going to have to work on yourself and become high value. Again, you don't become high value to get girls, guys. You become high value so you don't tolerate the bullshit that comes from dealing with these girls.
There was
That's
one
the
more.
difference.
One more super chat there from David McGlashan. Maybe that's how you pronounce it. The $5 Australian. Thank you very much, sir. Could you put it in a book? I need a reference for my grandson's high Stirling. Could you put it in a book?
I will write a book eventually.
There you go. We haven't got any more super chats in there, do we? No. Well, let's while you're on the decks there. Let's,
And they're asking about the Tates. When are they going to come on the show? Don't worry, guys. They are going to come on the show soon. It's just that with the beer bug, it messes up a lot of things. With, like, traveling for them.
Screws a lot of things around. Yep. Any final things you'd like to say, guys, before we wrap it up?
Yeah, guys. Get on the course. Get on Patreon as well, where we have 2 girls, 1 table.
Yep.
Basically,
we'll do a show late tonight.
Yeah, we had girls on yesterday, and literally one of them called one of their guy friends, and he actually came to the studio. It was crazy. We thought we had like beat somebody up or like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wait, he actually came here?
Yeah, he came to the studio, bro.
Bullshit.
He came, bro.
Yeah. He thought he was gonna smash.
She's like,
It's
hey,
hilarious.
Oh,
mind you, this is her guy friend for like 10 years. Hey, I'm horny. Where you at? He came to the studio. It was crazy, bro. was crazy. And then
You guys are ruining simps left, right, and center.
Dude, it's just hilarious, man. It's just hilarious.
we're gonna call it How to Catch a Simp Friend. You know How to Catch a Predator?
Oh, no.
How to Catch a Simp Friend. It's on Patreon, guys. Check
Someone,
it out.
some shit is getting broken at some point because one of these simps, you gotta. I've seen what you're doing. One dude is gonna rock up here and gonna break some shit.
Yeah, well,
because he's so sexually frustrated.
yeah, maybe, but then we'll beat him up.
And
there
then
you go.
someone asked, what is Fresh Fit social? Okay, so Fresh and Fit Miami is our Instagram. Fresh and Fit Miami.
Yep, one word.
And then his is Unplug Fit.
And Fresh
Mine
Prince
is Fresh
CEO.
Prince CEO.
Yeah.
And
And,
Sterling's is
Well, like they're on my
Sterling
channel. They
Cooper,
don't
yeah.
like Sterling at Cooper Sterling is my Instagram. You
Yeah.
guys on my Instagram.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember. It's
We're
the
on
other
my
way
channel,
around.
not yours.
Yeah, and yeah, guys, we're gonna have Fresh Fit podcast tonight at 6 p.m. We're gonna have
R Unplug Mike.
Unplug,
The number one watch trader here in Miami. He does Richard Mille watches. He does Rolexes. He does Audemars Piguets. He does
He sells to all the top
everything.
celebs
Yeah.
in the area, everywhere else.
NBA
you know.
players, athletes, social media
Rappers,
influencers,
celebrities.
YouTubers, everybody. So he's gonna be on the show.
Yeah, he'll
talking
be on
about
the show at 6
networking
p.m.
and stuff.
on our channel, Fresh and Fit.
There you go.
And yeah, guys, Sterling, thanks for coming, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for jumping on my show. Thanks for letting me use your studio while my,
Of course,
while my
of course.
fucking internet
And
is down.
we need to have guys. We're gonna have more late night shows with Sterling with porn stars. So we got those.
Yeah, I got a few scenes booked this week. Thanks
Yeah.
to Kiki Clout. I now have a few scenes booked this
Boom.
week.
See,
Bam,
that-
bam,
see, guys,
Same with.
Yeah, boom! Right
that's
there,
networking.
networking.
that's networking.
Yeah.
He came to the studio, they
Yeah.
networked, and then boom.
Kiki is one of our people.
Yeah.
We were like, hey, Sterling, we're gonna do a show. Come through. Bam! They met. They linked up.
Yeah,
And now he's got work.
she hooked me up with she got my number. She hooked me up with her agent, and then bam, got like 3 scenes booked the
Sterling,
next
is this
day.
a hype for you? 144.
It's good. It's really good.
Guys,
yeah.
guys, if
Good.
if that isn't proof that we teach guys how to network, then I
Yeah.
don't know what is, man.
And
Yep.
140 people are looking right now. Hit the like button. You haven't hit it yet,
Yes.
all right?
Yeah, hit the like button.
And sub to the channel.
Make sure you give
His
it a
channel.
subscribe.
It's
Yeah,
up to this
exactly.
channel.
All right, we'll wrap it up there. Do you reckon you get hit the end broadcast button there? See you.
Oh, okay. I got it.
There's
Oh,
no one
Fresh, you got it?
behind the.
I got it. I
no
got
one
it. I
behind
got
the
it.
decks right now. We're gonna wrap it up somehow.
So yeah, fellas, follow us and stay tuned for more coming.
Exactly, guys.
Peace.
Take care.